Hi everyone! In this video I will tell you about 10 the most important things I purchased for my baby boy. The number one purchase in my list is Mamaroo. He really loves his Mamaroo. He likes to fall asleep in it, he likes to be rocked in it, he likes to sit in it and watch what's going on around, and on top of that it's really cool gadget to put in your room. The number two item in my list is Sleepyhead. I really like this little thing. It's right behind me. So Sleepyhead is a very comfortable, cushioned kind of a sleeping place for your baby, and it's easy to carry it, and you can carry baby inside. That's at least I was doing so, and it's very easy. You can put it on a table with baby in it if you're doing some work, or if you can just leave it on a couch if you're watching TV. And we also were using it for co-sleeping, so placing baby between us wasn't safe. So if you use this Sleepyhead, it's really helping you to have baby right next to you. Number three item in my list is Chico Nightlight. I will show you this magic tool. It's really magic tool. It is little lamp that can project some stars and moons on the ceiling. I cannot show you how it works right now when you see stars and moons, but I will share the picture where you can see the light projecting on the ceiling. And the very cool thing about it that this Chico nightlight and kind of like a speaker thing, it reacts on your baby crying. So if you turn it on and your baby starts crying in the middle of the night, it will start playing the music, and it was helping me so much. I put my baby back to sleep. Sometimes when you're so tired you cannot wake up in the middle of the night to put to sleep your baby, so this thing was doing magic. My baby was falling asleep without even me knowing that he was awake, and I knew that he was awake just by watching videos recorded from my camera. So it's really cool thing, and the most important thing about it, that it's also the set time of 20 minutes when it's playing the music, and after it switches off automatically, so you don't need to wake up. If it's turned on because of your baby was crying, it puts your baby to sleep within 10-15 minutes and it switches off like this. So I really like this little tool, and I know it's not advertised enough, but I feel like it's something what I would recommend anyone, because it's helped me so much. This is Chico a night light. So you can see, looks like this. So you can turn it on, and if I press this, you see the light is coming up, so it's getting produced on this little net, and after when it's nighttime you can see it on your ceiling. So it's kind of rolling stars and moons and stuff. You can see a little shades here, so you kind of you can kind of imagine what you will see on the ceiling. Also two buttons here, different type of music. And music is very peaceful, very nice. Also, if your baby will kind of lie down, if you imagine that you're in his cot, he can see very nice light and faces of baby angels. So this tool is really cool, and I would recommend anyone to buy this. It's not cheap. It's around $100, but it's really nice thing. Okay, so this is how it looks in the evening time, and there's no light. Your baby will be charmed. The next item I would like to recommend you to purchase, it is a little rocking stand from Mamas and Papas. This is the stand. This is how it looks. It's very simple thing. It's made by Mamas and Papas, and you can put here anything if you want baby to sleep near you and you're not ready to put him in a cot. So this little thing is kind of rocking a baby gently. And some nights I was sleeping and I had my baby in bassinet in this rocking stand, and whenever baby was awake, I was just gently rocking the stand, and he was falling up asleep within minutes. So I really recommend to buy this little rocking stand. It's not expensive. It's cost like, I don't remember, maybe $30, but it's really useful to have to put your baby gently to sleep in the middle of the night. Next thing in my list is a nappy bin. You probably don't think about purchasing it yet, but when you start getting those smelly nappies in your house and you really wish to not have that smell of dirty nappies in your house, so that's when you start thinking about buying this little thing. So basically you can wrap the nappy, the dirty nappy, in individual wrap. So you see here that is a little kind of like a rolling tool inside, and when you put nappy bag, disposable bag here, so you throw your nappy and then you just roll this thing around, and it's kind of wrapping your nappy, and it creates like a kind of necklace of nappies. If you will take it out to throw it, it looks like a necklace of nappies. But the good thing about it that it's really wrapping each nappy in its individual pack, and it's not spreading that nasty smell of dirty nappies in your house. It's not really ecological. So and I'm not really liking the whole thing of using nappies. That's why I started teaching my baby very early to go to potty. So, and I'm not using this bin anymore, but it did help me to get rid of that nasty smell at the beginning, because it is nasty. The next item in my list is little baby playing mat. I really recommend to buy this mat at the beginning of, at the very beginning, and you can use it as thin bursts of your baby, because it's really engaging too. It's very good interactive space for your little one, and it's boosting a baby's development. You see that I got many different toys there, and all of them rattly. So I didn't use the actual original toys that I had with this set, but I kind of made my own set of toys that I was changing, because I wanted my baby to start reacting on sounds and to share his emotions very early. So that's why I was trying to kind of boost his emotional response to everything. I was using these toys to give him a chance to develop that connection between his movements and the sound they were producing. So and it actually gave me a very good result. The item number 7 in my list is a camera. So the camera and monitor, I was trying to make my baby get used to the cot since he was very small. So whenever he was napping in the afternoon and I could keep an eye on him, I was trying to put him in a cot so he will get used to the whole cot view. And very early, since early months, I was leaving him to sleep in his cot for the whole night. And of course you feel very insecure to leave your baby in a cot alone, without your supervision, without him being right next to you. That's why you really need very good quality camera. So camera I got is Motorola, and it has really good quality of picture, very good picture, and very good night vision, as well as volume is very loud. I literally can hear my baby breathing when I have monitor next to me. Sometimes I feel like I have better supervision with this little monitor and camera rather than I have him right next to me, because I can increase volume that much that I can literally hear his breathing and every single tiny movement. So this is the camera, this is how it looks, and I can show you the monitor. So as you can see, the quality of the picture is very good, and it's very clear, and it's actually as you can hear, the sound is also very good. And of course it has some extra sounds because it's right next to the camera, but it is really good indeed. The number 8 item in my list is a breast milk pump. I wanted to include this little tool in my list because if you're planning to breastfeed, you really need to think about buying a really good one. Because I didn't do enough research, I ended up buying only for one breast. And this is actually the biggest mistake I made, because it still costs almost $200. And after I got it, I wasn't feeling like buying one more for 2 breasts. So I ended up using only this one, and it actually made my life so much more difficult in comparison with ladies I know who had the breast pump for 2 breasts. So it's saving you so much more time if you pump in your both breasts at the same time, if you pump in milk from both breasts at the same time, because it took me over 1 hour to pump both of my breasts. I wasn't getting really much milk, so I was trying my best to make sure that my baby is getting enough milk, but because I had only a pump only for 1 breast, it took me very long time, and I ended up constantly feeding or pumping or washing or storing, so it's kind of like never-ending stories. So make sure that you don't repeat my mistake. Buy a breast pump for two breasts, and on top of that, make sure that it's really powerful one. I cannot recommend which one is good, but it's definitely should be for both breasts. The items number 9 and 10, those are bottle warmer and bottle sterilizer. So those are 2 things that you probably have in your list, but if you don't, make sure to include them, because when it's a nighttime, the bottle warmer really helped me a lot to warm the milk if you made it in advance, or in case if you're freezing your milk, as I was doing as well. By the way, I was using this milk storage bags to store the milk, and if you will lie them flat, the milk will spread evenly in the bag, and it's very easy to kind of defrost it. So a milk warmer was helping me a lot, because it takes like 30 seconds to warm up 1 portion of milk for a baby during the nighttime. So make sure that you get one of those. And bottle sterilizer, it's tools that also gonna make your life much more easier. This is it. Now you know the 10 items of my selection that I would recommend you to buy for your newborn baby. Bye bye.